Now, if we look to part two, when you're exiting out of Australia, some of these boxes would still apply because people don't cut ties completely. So one of the key questions that comes up is still, am I still an Aussie tax resident or have I sufficiently cut ties? Somebody comes to the UK, spend time here, enjoy the sunny weather, and then saying, okay, I'm going to head back home where I want to build a life back home. And I've done my time. So that's it. That's one scenario. Another scenario is, of course, still the same, but that person has since built a family here and they all get out at the same time, right? What they felt was he had an Australian domicile, but he didn't do enough to abandon the domicile. He didn't intend to make Singapore his home indefinitely. Now, as part of the domicile test, there is a way out. So even if you have a domicile in Australia, if your permanent place of abode, those are the words in the legislation, is outside of Australia, now the world is becoming more transparent. You've got like VETCA, you've got CRS and the systems here to try and feed information to all the revenue authorities. But you can imagine a situation where somebody comes on shore, they keep a low profile, they have all these assets that are still overseas. Then they leave the country and then they say, well, they see he's here and I want to happen. So got Troy, he's a full-time employee of company A. He was offered to participate in employment incentive schemes in the company. He was issued shares during his employment. The company didn't directly hold or indirectly hold any real property. So it's not a taxable Australian property, the shares. So then 2021, Troy decides to relocate to country X with his family, and tax office was certain that he became a resident.